Yes, fellow Nigerians across the globe, I say happy weekend. I am George Onibi, and of course, this afternoon, like I promised, I want us to look at a message I simply titled Organized Crime by the Igbo Biafra people against other ethnic groups in Nigeria. Of course, I said it's going to come in series. That is the theme. But the topic for this afternoon is economic hijack. Somewhere along the line, I'm going to use the position of the Jewish people to narrate the exact plan of these people who say they are Igbo Biafra. It's obvious that those that we know. Those that don't want to know will not know. But our duty is to point you to the right direction. You can take a camel to the river, but you will not force them to drink water. Before we continue, I want you to check those people who are agitating for Biafra. I want you to check those people who are following Peter Obi. I want you to follow those people who are uniting their father and their mother. You will see they have something in common, and that is they can insult at will, and that is they instigate other people against themselves. That is they can lie, and that is they are sponsored. I want you to look at those who say they are uniting their father and their mother. Instead of them to focus on what they say they are doing, they are insulting the people they want to unite with. They are insulting the Benin people. They are insulting Nigerian state. They are calling out Yoruba and Hausa. But I thought they want to unite with the supposed Igbo. They didn't quarrel, they want to unite. I want you to watch those agitating for Biafra. They are insulting their father and their mother. They are insulting Yoruba and Hausa. Go and look at Nnamdi Kanu to the extent that they insult themselves. Nnamdi Kanu say, Nandi Igbo, Bondewa Borono, Igbos are cursed people. These are the words of Nnamdi Kanu. And then look at obedient people. They behave like touts, whether they are coalition, whether they are articulation. Once there is Peter Obi, no, it is Biafra agenda. And now, do we have issue with Biafra? Personally, no. Those who are Biafra should deal with their Biafra. But my concern at this moment now is that everybody must be Biafra. The same way everybody must be Igbo. The same way everybody migrated from there. These are my concerns. And every complaint or reason they have to look for Biafra, they are the one that created it. And somewhere along the line, we need to begin to ask ourselves question. Are these people actually here on revenge? Because I have heard many of them say, then kill our mama, then kill our papa, we will do them back. Is that what they are trying to do? Unfortunately, there are a lot of our youth who has been caught off guard by these criminal-minded guys who say they are Igbo Biafra. I could only pity them and pray they will be able to find their way back, because some of them will not be able to, their life will not remain the same after they finish what they are doing. Because this Igbo Biafra, they care for no one, and they actually does not consider the plight of anybody. And so let us look at economic hijack, so that those of you who can reason will begin to put in perspective every point I am pointing out to you. It's not as if we are just saying it. This is what we had them reason, what we had them plan. And somewhere along the line, we cannot allow them to pull this shot against our people, most especially when we know that what they are doing is to the detriment of our people. They can pretend, they can cry foul, they can do whatever they like, but we will not allow them to serve the next generation of our people. Now, so that you'll be able to understand the message this afternoon. You see, in early eras of the existence of the Hebrew people, you know they were not always here. They used to call them Hebrew. Now they are Jewish. So let me leave Hebrew people alone. The Jewish people, as you know them today in the land of Palestine, we all know according to the Bible how they got there. But along the line, the Jewish people were doing well across the globe. Anywhere they found themselves, they were doing perfectly well. I've said it in one of my broadcasts. Something went wrong. Arrogance came in. Of course, they were exiled by Romans and many other world powers. Israel was constantly invaded. But somewhere along the line, the Israel you know today was wiped out of the map until 1948. How did their problem begin? We have the pogrom, we have the persecution, and we have finally the Holocaust. It was after the Holocaust the Jewish people decided to make a comeback. What did they do? They set up organization. They have people who are doing buying and selling. They have people who are terrorists. They have different groups. They were adequately represented at all fronts. You're looking for Muslim, they have Muslim group. You are looking for Christian, they have Christian group. You are looking for traditionally, they were able to form every group. This enabled them to infiltrate any community they enter. Now, I am not here to focus on how they made a comeback and return to Israel, but I am here to tell you what they were doing that made many countries of the world to begin to develop hatred towards them. For example, German, the Nazis. In one of the biography of Adolf Hitler that I read, he was not a murderer, but he saw something that was uncalled for and unethical. And somewhere along the line, he didn't have enough voice or anybody that will pay attention to what he was pointing to. And so he resulted in mobilizing his people. And that is what led to the Holocaust. Today, when you talk about the history of the Holocaust, all you pay attention to is that Israel people, Jewish people were massacred. Jewish people were massacred. The point is, nobody wakes up and begins to massacre anybody, except something is out of order. Was it the oil in Israel they want to collect? Why was that hatred there? Were they actually murdered in their own land? And so if you want to balance the history, you must tell us what actually happened that led to the Jewish massacre. Now, that is the area I want to bring in. And so they got to a time, they were scattered all over the world. Everywhere they went to, they were accommodated. But these people organized a group against the owners of the land. I told you before now that I come from a generation or lineage of those who served the Jewish people in Nigeria. There were times they were in Warri. At least 90% of all the Israel that used to live in Nigeria were in Warri, Delta State. And then the remaining of them were in Plateau State, Jos to be precise. And so I come from a lineage that has been with them for a very long time. We are not Jewish people. But according to what I heard from my grandparents, these people don't buy from anybody. If they want to buy pure water, and the closest person selling pure water is in Ghana, instead of them to buy pure water from you, they will go to Ghana. That was how they were doing it. This is to make sure that the currency that is in their hand does not circulate to other people. That was what they were doing. And so when a Jewish man wants to buy anything, if there is no Jewish person selling that thing, they will begin to sell it. And these were some of the things they were doing in Germany. These were some of the things they were doing across the globe. They had monopoly over it. But with time, they control the economic space of every country where they have found themselves. Not everybody tolerated it. That was a conspiracy theory. They mobilized themselves and they controlled the economic space of all the countries where they found themselves. Little wonder when they had issue, the whole world began to turn against them. But I thank God they were able to make a comeback. And now these Jewish people, like I told you, along the line, were doing things that they don't care for other people. Now, let's come back to Nigeria. There is this Amayanabo of Browse, Spitz. One of his wives is a Yoruba woman. She's the proprietress of the school known as Chasde. Somewhere along the line, I was instrumental to the construction of their school facility in River State. And I noticed something. One of their teachers is a Jewish man. And despite the fact that this school is run by a Jewish man, this should not be more than 15 years ago. The man with his family do not attend that school. And so while we were carrying on the project, the man will sit his family inside his house and be teaching them. And that is to show you that there are things they teach their children that they don't want our own children to know. But they are in Nigeria. Am I blaming them? I'm not blaming them. At least he put his children inside the house and teach their children. Maybe they want to be more superior. No problem. Nobody's dragging it. And so at the end of the day, the Jewish people control, should I say, almost 70% of all the currency in circulation in Europe. Why? You see what they are doing. If anybody do it, most of you are crying over Dangote. Dangote has monopoly over cement, sugar, pineapple. Now he's in fuel. Dangote this, Dangote that. But you people are doing worse than Dangote. Now, you begin to wonder, why would German be so cruel? Don't forget, German did not go to fight Jewish people in their land, supposedly. German said every Jewish people not just go. The anger, the hatred, the bitterness was so much that they feel, no, these people should be unalive. I'm not in support of that. But I want you to find out what really happened. What did the Jewish people do? And along the line after the Holocaust, because they had organizations that were running on ground already, it was easy for some of them to come together. And they mobilized themselves. And they went back to the Palestinians, where they are fighting today, and took over the land. There were processes. There were things they did to be able to take over the land. Now it's going to come. This Israel matter will come in two phases. We will look at how they returned to Israel. Remember, the capital was Tel Aviv before Jerusalem through Donald Trump. But before they returned there, they were processed. These were through different gangs, through different organizations that they created. Now, let's come back to Nigeria. In my last broadcast, I told you, I said these Igbo Biafra people control whether the central bank likes it or not, whether our academians, chartered accountants, auditors, whether they like it or not. 90% of the money, no, let me not exaggerate. 60% of the money in circulation is in the hand of the Igbo Biafra people. Deal with it. That is why no matter the policy you bring in, you will not be able to salvage the economic status quo of Nigeria. Because those of them in diaspora actually runs what happened in Nigeria. And so the moment they cut off the flow of dollar, aside crude oil and maybe other minor resources they are selling, Nigeria does not have any bargaining power to bring in dollars. And of course, if our currency is influenced by dollars, then there is very little that Nigerian can do. When most of our citizens do not repatriate their own dollars into the country. And so we are running a one-way economy. That is when the price of fuel increase, Nigeria make more money. When the price of fuel crash, Nigerians begin to borrow money, lose more money. But then we have, let's say, almost 50% of Nigerians living in diaspora. So why can't they repatriate their dollar to boost Nigerian economy? Now, let's come to the real purpose of this broadcast. If you are not Igbo, or if you are Igbo, please tell yourself the truth. Because it looks like Ned Nwoko's eye is cleared, or Ned Nwoko want to play the smart one. Because I heard him saying that he aside anything politically, he's not talking about Anyoma politically. He's talking that we need Anyoma. Anybody that believes or focus on Ned Nwoko, all of you will regret it later. Because Ned Nwoko will still regret it. Now let us come back home. About 3 years ago, a woman I know came from diaspora. When she was coming, all the money she has worked for 10 years, she used it to bring in goods, motor parts, electronics, different goods. She came in with container load of goods. And when she arrived in Nigeria, she started looking for buyer. And the moment the buyers came, the first one is Igbo Biafra, they price it 20,000, for instance. The woman said, no, everything I spent here is 50,000. I can't sell it 20,000. Okay, bring 55,000. The man said no. This Igbo Biafra have group. They can call themselves trade union. They can call themselves anything. But my concern is not about that union. My concern is how they use it to destroy fellow Nigeria. How they use it to destroy everybody. And they are crying foul. If you like, get sense. If you don't like, don't get sense. But I'm coming. And so what happened at the end of the day was that the woman insisted he can't sell it below cost price. And she has about 1 month to spend on the holiday. These Igbo Biafra people went to their group, their association, their league, and they reported that, there is one woman. She came in with 20 container load of this, 30 container load of this, 50 container load. I am the owner. I just want to report to the group so that anybody going to buy it, let them know that that is my market. This is what they do. I'm coming. So in that their group chat, they now ask others to go and be pricing the market, the woman's goods. And then another people came, Madam, how much you want to sell them? The woman say it's 55,000 last. And those people say, okay, we will give you 15,000. What they discussed in that meeting is that nobody should buy it less than 15,000. Since that man has made offer of 20,000, the idea is if that woman does not sell it, let that woman eat it. And remember, the woman has deadline. 1 month, she should be going back. And the woman had faith and belief that people will buy it. These people stood close to the woman's house and were discouraging everybody to come. When you want to buy, they will surface. When you want to come, this is how they frustrated the woman. The woman couldn't sell it. Heartbroken, the woman sold everything off. And since that time till today, she does not bring in anything again. Imagine if all Nigerians can go to diaspora and bring in all this second hand. It's not in the hand of Igbo Biafra. Life will not be this expensive. But they have hijacked your economic space already. So even in your own community, you will not be able to sell anything. That is when they are buying property. They have group. They are on WhatsApp. They can call themselves real estate. They can call themselves anything. They are scouting your community. The moment you want to sell your property, they are there to buy it. And now you begin to wonder, watch those people who buy your property. You will discover that most of them cannot feed. They are in your community. You know, they used to tell you they come with your slippers and bag in your community. Before they leave, they have bought half of your community. Well, how do they know how to make money? We don't know how to make money, except in a very cool-minded way, a very heartless way. Now let me explain to you how they do it. How they buy all your property. It's not because they are richer than you. It's not because they don't have problem. What they do is that they have this group that are into real estate. Their own is to buy property. And so, for instance, Abo man want to sell a building. Abo people don't have group. Ikore people don't have this group. Many ethnic groups in Nigeria don't have this group because it was not necessary. But these people that think they have sense, that is what they do. Conspiracy against other ethnic groups in Nigeria. These Igbo Biafra people. Now what they do is, in their forum, somebody will say, look at so house, it is for sale. The owner says he's going to sell it 10,000. They begin to push their people there. They will make sure nobody buys it. They will buy it. In most cases, they, at the end of the day, begin to be the one that fixes the price. And at the end of the day, your people cannot buy it, but there are people that can buy it. That is why they tell you that they are richest tribe in Nigeria. And so what they do now is that at the end of the day, in their forum, they will say, we need to buy this house, this property. We can't let it enter another house, another hand. Then that group now will raise funds and buy that property. They may not necessarily need it. They will keep it. They either invest it or they later sell it on. But those who invest on that property will have their own commission or percentage annually. There is interest. And so when you want to sell anything, they are ready to buy it. Whether the vendor is financially able or not, but they will buy it. And that is how they are buying your community. This is what all of them plan. Imagine if all of us begin to plan it. And the purpose of these brokers is to tell you to open your eye. Because all of us are going to plan it. Because you cannot buy, you cannot sell in our community in the coming years. You will be profiled. You will remain on WhatsApp. And we will get to a stage. By the time we begin to do what you know, you will call us bad person. Because that is exactly what people are saying. And you see, for some time, I have been calling our people. I say we need to set up a rallying point. And that rallying point is to control our economic space. Not just to checkmate these criminal Igbo Biafra people. Because I don't know where they come from. But it is to control our territory. For instance, we know that this house is for sale. Right there in Abo or any other community. We cannot talk to our people in diaspora. We cannot send message across to our people. Please, so family want to sell their property. Is anybody interested? If nobody is interested, we will go to our own cooperative for real estate. We will take the money there because people will invest into that real estate project. When we take the money, we will buy that property from the person. But adventure tomorrow, that person is able to make money. He will come and buy it back, of course, with some percentage. Now, if you do that, this Igbo Biafra will not come and be buying up your property. They are not the owner of the money. They gathered their money. They conspired against Nigeria. And that is one of the things they are doing to control the economic space of Nigeria. It's not one man's wealth. It is all the people who have the money. They conspire against people. And what they sit back and do is how they will destroy you people. How they will do this one. How they will do that one. And so, if you keep quiet and you are watching them, those of you in diaspora who have sent something, who is buying it? Who is buying it? One day on the social media, right there in Calabar, some farmers will go and harvest their cassava. It is a weekly market. And some Igbo Biafra will come to the market to buy cassava. Do you know what they do? Right there in Delta, they do it. In the morning, they will not buy market. They will be going around the whole market pricing it anyhow. They know that when the night comes, you must look for a way to sell it, because it's going to take another 4 market days before you can sell it. And so they will do meeting right there inside your market and say nobody should buy it. Because they have group, only few will be able to sell. And you can only sell to those who are not Igbo Biafra. And so at the end of the day, this Igbo Biafra will be the one who will buy all of them at a giveaway price. But they will go out and turn and begin to sell it very high. But they want you to believe Tinubu is your problem. Now, let me break it down. When Tinubu removed subsidy, the price of every commodity skyrocketed. I'm using cement as a case study. That very morning, I went to buy cement. They told me cement that was 5,400 is now 7,000 naira. I was not happy with the dealer. And so I left because I have some I was going to use. And then in the evening, I ran out of cement. In the afternoon, rather, I went back. When I got there, they told me that cement now is 9,000 naira. I couldn't say anything again. I used shame and bought one. Because it was not enough, I returned later in the day against the next day. They told me cement was 10,005. And then let's look at it. Tinubu removed subsidy. We know the impact, we agree. So who is actually responsible for the increment of cement? In less than 12 hours, cement skyrocketed from 5,004 to 7,005 and then to 8,000 and eventually 10,005. Who is the auditor? Who actually determined the price of this cement? These are things that are formulated from behind the scene. This is what Igbo Biafra people do. But everybody already know. And so when you think they are genius, their genius is only to wicked other people. Nothing more, nothing less. You see these people called Igbo Biafra. They know what they are doing. But what or advice I have for them is that everybody will know what they are doing. And peradventure something go wrong, you will only cry. Go to Abo, the market we call garage. Abo people decided to develop the market by doing shopping mall. They believe or had the mind that Igbo people will come and rent it. As I'm talking to you till today, more than 3 years or 4 years now, nobody took that shop. Because Igbo Biafra people want to hire it to completely and be running it. And when you allow them to do that, no Abo person will be able to rent that shop. But my people said, no, we are going to manage our shop. They went into their WhatsApp group and conspired and said, no Igbo person should rent that shop. Go to traffic light in Orogodo, you will discover that all the family house around that area has become market. Igbo Biafra people say instead of them to rent that shopping mall, they rather begin to rent houses. But why is it concerning? They don't sell land for you. You can't buy land in Igbo land. Go to Anambra, go to Oba. Even Ebonyi State people who manage to buy land in Anambra, Oba people are taking it from them. Anambra people are taking their land from them. So, with this conspiracy, with this gang up against fellow Nigerians, that is how it looks like they control some economic section of Nigeria. They control your economic space. We are not here to fight them. We are not here to do anything to them. But I want you to learn what they learned, Adamu Farouk. Now I understand clearly why Adamu Farouk said what he said. We will learn that thing Igbo Biafra people are doing, and we will start doing it. It does not matter because you will feel the pain. The only option you have is to learn that thing they are doing in our land, and we start doing it. If they are now hijacking it through that process, we need to create a rallying point so that when we come from diaspora and you bring in your goods, if we don't sell Abo people own, nobody will sell in Abo. It's not going to be a fair trade anymore. But since it's not in the open, it's going to be a fair trade, because that is what Igbo Biafra have been doing. That is what they have been doing. I am a testament to it. Sometimes they use other tribes to do what they are doing. The same way they are using other tribes to do Igbo unity. The same way they are using other tribes to do obedient movement. The same way they look for somebody to use. But go behind the curtain, you will see they are the one frustrating every process of progress for Nigerian and all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. But somewhere along the line, I will ask, are they here to revenge? What exactly are they looking for? And so in case you did not know they control your economic space, I think I have just allowed you to begin to reason towards that direction. And this is where I'll bring the broadcast to an end. Because I do not intend to expose everything. Because there is more beneath that the eye can see. Understand we are not against them. But know what they are doing. This is some of the things the Jewish people were doing. This is some of the things they were doing. And when the German people discovered this truth, out of anger, Adolf Hitler did what he had to do. And this is exactly what happened that led to the Nigerian Biafra war. One of them was my inbox telling me, was it Ojukwu that put toll gate? And I just look at the person. Who is the responsible for collecting the toll gate money? Who was the toll gate money being given to? Whatever agreement Wazobia have regarding other ethnic groups in Nigeria, times are changing. Things will no longer be the way they used to be. It looks as if maybe our people are slow to respond. But believe me, everybody will know the truth. There is one Ikwere woman now running mad on the social media. And most of you will know, you are Ikwere people. That girl related to you, advise her. Before she do reach a fish, she will come back. Her own now, she's insulting religion called Christians. It's part of Igbo Biafra agenda. Don't let them deceive you. They are the one who has strangulated every ethnic group in Nigeria. They are the one. The only people behaving like them is Fulani. And I know they will not like it. But this is the truth. And those of you speaking their language, those of you naming your children after their language, those of you trying to associate, you will be assimilated. But it will not be in your favor. So I will leave it at that. But go and think about what I told you. Those of you in diaspora, come and sell your property now. Bring goods, import your goods, come and sell it. You will see what Igbo Biafra people are doing. That is how they become the richest tribe. No, come and sell your parents' property. Come and sell land. You will see 90 out of 100 will be bought by Igbo Biafra people. And watch their body language. The people buying these things can't even feed. They are not the one buying it. They have a group from behind that they are using to manipulate our lives. I'll go to the comment section, receive my insult, and then move on. But of course, you are South, you are a Nyoma person. This is the time for you to know the truth. And I still calling on you. We have to organize a rallying point for our people, because there is so much to say that has not been said. Believe me. Let me receive the insult, because that is where I get motivation to expose those criminal-minded people. Let's see what they have to say. I see Odoguata, I greet you. Good morning from here, Odogu. I see Achoibe, I greet you. Achoibe, good afternoon, rather. I see King of the Game, I greet you, King of the Game. I am humbled. And I see Oliver, that is just another Igbo Biafra. Unfortunately, this one will not come home. His children will remain there. All those their plan will not work. Is it not this Nigeria? Is it not this one that we have entered? It's unfortunate. Adachizi, I greet you from here. I see Kbeanande Kano. You say, okay, Kbeanande Kano, leave Oliver. He's looking for popularity, but we will give him the popularity, not the way he expects it. I see Atta Mercy. He says some of what you're seeing is wrong. Yes, Atta Mercy is wrong, but Igbo unity is right. Oba of Benin don't have sense. Igbo is right. Fulani Janjaweed, Igbo is right. Yoruba betrayer, chameleon, Igbo is right. Once it's Igbo Biafra matter, you people are the only one right. But did I lie? Reno Omokri, we say, did I lie? Is that not what you people are doing? You create small WhatsApp group and be manipulating other people's life. Now they should know what you people are doing, so that when they are dealing with you, they should be very careful. Which one is what you are saying is wrong? Which one is wrong? That I want to sell my property, Igbo people will call their people, they will be the only one coming to price it, they will be pricing it anyhow. It's not as if they want to buy you. Even though they want to buy, it must be on their own terms. Today, you will see Igbo person tell 100% container coming into Nigeria is Igbo people. Other tribes cannot bring it now because Igbo people or Igbo Biafra people will sabotage them. And so is that one the right one? Is that one the right one? We have people in diaspora now. They can only bring shoe and maybe the car they will drive and maybe small items they will share for their family member. But that place you they send container, we sell fee send container now. But they no fee sell their own now. Now they sell on our own now. When I put juju for mouth, if not juju na put for mouth, we sell one they put the juju for mouth now. Onye money he be money. So after mercy, we know what you know. You will call us bad name. You have started already. But I'm sorry for you because we are just starting. This is what Igbo Biafra people do. They can cry on my platform. They can do whatever they like. I'm not saying it to talk down on them. I'm saying it that all of you should get ready. I see another one. He say his name is alive. He say you are a very bitter. Bitter for what? Why should I be bitter? I should be happy that you are manipulating everybody. I should be happy that I want Anyoma state and you people are collecting Anyoma. I should be happy that you talk down on my ethnic group that I speak Igbo. My land belongs to Igbo. I answer Igbo name. Is that why I should be happy with you? That you use us and dump us? Is that why I should be happy with you? That you are the one that caused problem and you start crying foul, playing victim? Is that why I should be happy? My friend, go and hide your face in shame. I didn't say kill Igbo people. But Nnamdi Kanu was saying kill Fulani. If you see anybody in the bush, chop them. Did I say they should kill anybody? I asked them to monitor this your organized crime against our people. Does that make me bitter? Nnamdi Kanu is loving, is holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. But he was insulting every ethnic group. He was talking down on everybody. He's a holy. I just told my people to be wary of your kind, Igbo Biafra, and then I'm very bitter. If this is what bitterness is, look for another name and give me, because I am more than bittered. It's a shame. I see Ebo there. He say, okay, let's see if I can be able to get that message correct. Okay, I see Baba Isa. I say happy Sunday, my brother. Igbos are going nowhere in Nigeria. We will scatter every plan of their plan. Of course, every of their plan to the detriment of our people. You will not enter anywhere. As far as they wake up in the morning, hire a room and start instigating one ethnic group against the other. They wake up in the morning, begin to frustrate the life of all Nigeria. We will begin to tell Nigeria what they are doing. I was with them. We were in Igbo Biafra. We were doing IPOB. We will do one meeting. They will go back and do another meeting. Ask Asare Dokubo, why did they run from de facto customary government? And there is one guy called Uche Nasibu. They call him Omimio. He's Asare Dokubo's best friend. But all of them are going behind to hold meeting against Asare. It's a shame. Let Asare follow them now. But he know what he saw. They go meeting and hold another meeting. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? If you are in Nigeria, check what I have told you. When you come from diaspora with your container, watch the people that will come and price it. You will notice that if you don't have already made buyer waiting for you, once Igbo Biafra man price that market, you will not sell it. And if you can sell it, it's going to be on their own terms. The rest of you can drop your insult on the comment section. This message is going to come on series. I'm going to expose all your conspiracy crime against other ethnic groups. So pay people, insult the church, insult Oba of Benin, become Obi of Lagos, do what you like, do obedient, do all of them. We are waiting for you. Have a nice day.